Okay, guys, I'm not going to actually put myself on video because you don't want to see this hot mess. But I hope everybody's doing good and staying healthy and safe. And I'm going to try to do this pretty quickly so it doesn't take a whole lot of your time. So I also posted the pictures for those of you that would rather just read through the notes on your own. But for the rest of you, here's a video of me explaining it, and I'll try to do this each day that we have a lesson. All right, so we're going to jump into chapter 6 right in the middle. Chapter 10, I'm sorry, section 10-6, circles and arcs. And today's going to be part 1 of part 3. So the first definition is just an overall circle. And I think you guys know what a circle is. It's all points that are equidistant. So the same distance from the center of the circle. And that's why a circle is perfect, because it's equal distance all the way around. Now you might have some a little bit of past history to circles and stuff maybe in middle school, but it has been a while even if you did do it in middle school. So hopefully these terms might ring a bell after we start to go over them. All right, the diameter. So the diameter is the segment that goes across the entire circle. It has to go through the center. That's important. It has to go through the center, and both endpoints are actually on the circle. So if you look at the diagram, A is the center, and then B to C is the diameter. It goes all the way across through the center, and B and C are both on the circle. All right, a radius. A radius is a segment that goes from the center to the circle. So one of the endpoints is actually the center. So A is the endpoint of this radius, and it's also the center. And then it goes to C, which is actually on the circle. Now, if you look, a radius is half of the diameter. So that's how we're going to do these next couple problems. All right, so to find the diameter, you take whatever the radius is and you multiply it by 2. So the formula is D equals 2 times R. To find the radius, you take whatever the diameter is and divide it by 2. So you do the opposite. So the radius is equal to 1/2 of the diameter. Okay, so we'll do 2 quick examples, one of each. All right, so in this picture, in this example, I'm giving you a picture of a circle. Sometimes they might just give it to you in words and tell you that the radius is 5. But in this circle, it goes from the center to the edge of the circle, so that's a radius. So I have my radius as 5. That means I need to find my diameter. And we know that the diameter is equal to 2 times whatever the radius is. So all I have to do is 2 times 5, and the diameter is 10. So basically, if you have the radius, just double it, and that gives you the diameter. All right, for this next example, this time my picture, I'm given the the diameter, which is equal to 12. That's what this means right here. So the diameter equals 12. So that means I have to find my radius. And the radius is equal to half of whatever the diameter is. So actually that should be half of 12, which is 6. I guess I was getting too far ahead. So let me fix that real quick. There we go. So it's pretty easy. And even if they give you numbers that don't divide evenly, just type them in the calculator and you can get a decimal and round it if you need to, or it should just be something 0.5. So it's not that big of a deal. All right, so for circumference. So the circumference is the measurement around the outside of a circle, which is basically the same thing as perimeter on other shapes. But, for perimeter, we add the sides up, and for a circle, there are no sides. So that's why it's called circumference, but it's basically the same thing. It's the perimeter of the circle, their outside measurement. All right, so the circumference formula, we'll learn about area. I don't know if it's the next section but it'd be a few lessons from now. But the circumference is equal to 2 times pi times the radius. So 2 times pi times the radius. And we will replace pi with just 3.14. And then we'll replace radius with whatever r equals. So I'm just going to do one quick example of this. So it says find the circumference of a circle. Again, I'm giving you a picture of a circle. Sometimes they might give it to you just in words, and it would say diameter equals 20, and then you just plug in whatever you need. All right, so I know my circumference formula. I have to have a 2, I'll replace the pi with 3.14, and I need to know what radius equals. And right now they're giving me the diameter. So first, I need to take this diameter and figure out the radius, okay? So we know that we can take half of the diameter. So since the diameter is 20, I take half of it, and that gives me 10. So 10 is my radius. All right, now I'm just going to come down here, and I'm going to replace, so obviously the 2 stays the same. I'm going to replace pi with 3.14, and then replace r with 10, and then I just multiply those 3 numbers together. That's it. And I get 62.8. So the circumference of the circle is 62.8. All right, so use this video as well as the pictures to help you with today's quizzes assignment. You also have a quizzes, no, I'll take that back. You just have the one quizzes assignment for today. No, you do. You have a second quizzes code I want you to go to, and that just tells me, hey, I logged in, I read today's Google Classroom post, and I know what the assignment is. In case you can't finish the assignment today, at least I know you logged in and read what you're supposed to do, and that will help for attendance purposes. All right, so hopefully this video wasn't confusing. It'll get smoother as we go through. I've never had to video myself doing this before, so I apologize if I seemed a little out of sync. Again, if you need me, you can email me or you can text me. My number is 502-663-1063. See you guys tomorrow.